Hey, I'm Barb Hill and I'm so glad that you're here. I wanted to take just a couple minutes and explain what the blog is all about and a little bit about myself. I currently live in Nashville, Tennessee, although I'm definitely an East Coast native at heart. And over the past 5 or 6 years, I found myself kind of living that nomad life and going from Baltimore to California. I lived there for a couple years working for a nonprofit organization there. And then went from California to Chicago and was doing some schooling there. And then a year ago moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm so excited to call Nashville home. Throughout all the transitions and all of the changes, the one thing that remained the same was that I love to write. And really it's gotten me through difficult times, confusing times, times through grad school where I felt like I was losing my mind. It really was that constant in my life. I started the blog really wanting to talk about a lot of ideas about how God was working in my life, the plan and the purpose that He had for me, and just kind of trying to figure it out. What am I supposed to do with my life? Or what plan do you have for me? I started the blog under the name of The Edges of His Ways. I'm not sure if you felt this way, but sometimes it's hard to figure out what God is up to. You see kind of bits and pieces of what He's doing, and that's why The Edges of His Ways makes so much sense. It's from a portion in Job where Job says, I don't really know what's going on. This is clearly my version. I don't really know what's going on, but I can see bits and pieces of your hand in my life. And that's kind of how I felt, and maybe you feel that way too. However, I started to realize that I have so many different things that I wanted to talk about too. I worked for 6 years as an esthetician in skincare. I was a missionary in Africa, and now I work as a mental health counselor. So I realized that there were so many different things that I wanted to talk about, and so I needed to kind of make some changes in order to do that. So the blog is really set up so that it can be a space where you can remember that you matter. Your mind, your body, and your heart. So the mind portion of the blog is really talking about mental health, anxiety, depression, things that so many of us struggle with. And then our bodies, talking about skincare and health and going into Sephora and seeing 400 different things and you have no idea what to choose and what's good for you. And then the heart portion of the blog is really trying to tackle the hard topics of faith and spirituality. I really wanted to put all of those different things under one roof, so to speak. The blog is really dedicated to that. And I hope that you can find yourself in these stories and in these pages. I hope that you can find your story here, that you can be encouraged by the things that you read and the things that you see. And I'm just so excited that you're here, and I'm so glad that you're going to be a part of this.
Well, we can have that in the video sometime.
Welcome to my blog.
Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him. It's like, I'm getting up there no matter.
Really though? You're in my shot, but lay down, bud. Lay down. I'm gonna kill you. I'm reminded that you matter, mind, body, and heart. I really started this blog. Is he in this?
The tail. That's a little. It's like, where did that come from?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That.
Friendships and relationships, and so that's really why I started the blog.
We were so good. We were so good. We were so good.
Dang it.